Occurred, the 11th of January 2008, 1915. Location, Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape, triangle. Duration, unsure. V-shaped gray object. Smaller sphere-shaped object near it, no lights or sounds on either. We were heading south on the road, and saw a few people standing in their yard looking up at the sky. A couple houses down we noticed another family looking high in the sky with binoculars. We looked up and saw what they were looking at as we pulled off the road. High in the southern sky, the left and above of the moon, was a very clear V-shaped object. It appeared to be grey. Below it a small distance was a smaller object. It was not as clear, it was more of a sphere shape, but I cannot be sure on that. We did not see any lights or sounds. The V-shaped object was very high and small in the sky, but still had a very distinct shape. It did not move at all, although my husband said he thought it might have been rotating horizontally. We watched for about 10 minutes with no change. This was at sunset. We scanned the sky to see if there were any more around. After that we lost them. We did not see them fly away, they were just gone. We have been trying to figure out if anyone else has reported this besides the people who were near us tonight. We have never seen a UFO and are not sure what to think about it, or how to find out if there is any information about this sighting.
Occurred, November 21, 2008, 23:30. Location, Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape, triangle. Duration, 30 seconds. Characteristics: there were lights on the object, 7 faint white lights in triangle shape. 1 light leading with 2 lights following and 2 lights again and 2 more lights that outlined the triangle shape. Appeared to be 1 unit, not 7 separate units that floated low and slowly and may have rippled from southwest to northeast.
Occurred, December 13, 2008, 9 o'clock. Location, Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape, disk. Duration, UFO sighting. Characteristics: there were lights on the object. The object left a trail. There was an aura or haze around the object, dark, slow, still, red lights. On Shadeland Avenue, where my aunt had seen UFO 3 years ago, I was driving and I looked up in the sky and I saw something shoot up like a shooting star. So I continued driving and I was at the light and I saw a disc-like shape hovering in the sky. It had red lights around it, blinking. When I looked back once again, it was gone. I was in traffic, so more than one person probably saw it.
Occurred, the 2nd of November 2009, 19:30. Location, Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape, triangle. Duration, 4 hours. Characteristics: there were lights on the object, triangle shape with spinning circle on bottom. No sound. South side of Indianapolis. Saw more on east side. Me and my friend left my house about 7:30 p.m. Est. When I looked up at the sky enjoying all the stars that were out, I noticed this really bright star. I told my friend this star could be for me. I told her I don't know if I should make a wish or what. Well, we traveled to 86th and Hague Road back to my house and then to the south side on the interstate. All this time this star is getting closer as we head south. We were about 1/4 mile from the Raymond exit when we noticed this star was moving toward the interstate. My friend was like, "Is that a round thing?" I said, "OMG, what is that?" There were other cars on the highway that night, but I don't know how to find them to see if they saw the same thing. It disappeared. We're looking out of the windows and was like, where did it go? We then both kind of looked out the windshield window and it was just hovering over us with no sound. We saw a ridiculous amount of lights. We were so scared, we had never seen anything like this before. I just want to know what they are or were. No one believes us. I feel so crazy right now. Can anyone let me know if they saw the same thing or was my mind playing tricks on me? We saw quite a few of them that night. The whole thing had to last for about 2.5 to 4.5 hours. We sat over a relative's house on the south side for about 2 hours and came back to my house on the east side and saw another one.
Occurred, the 4th of June 2009, 18:10. Location, Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape, triangle. Duration, 7 seconds. Wings up. Triangular-shaped craft moving faster than any jet and no flapping like a bird wings. At about 6 o'clock to 6:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, in Indianapolis, around 82nd Street just off 465 northbound and 69N, from the Community North Hospital location, a craft coming eastbound from the north sky portion, just after the sun peaked brightly from the clouds, it exposed a stealth moving craft with wings up, not moving. No bird ever moved that fast, let alone an aircraft, nor military fly in a commercial zone for passenger craft, small or the size of 727, 747, etc. This is a very commonly flown zone for passenger aircraft each half hour and then some. There is a small craft airport in Fishers, less than 2 miles from the area, and this craft came from the uppermost part of the clouds, without wings down and no noise, and no flapping as a bird. Neither was it the same as fighter jets with wide wings. It clearly looked like a craft with the wings up like on a Navy ship when they docked on the aircraft carrier. It was more than odd, it was not from this world. This particular craft came out of the clouds, approached toward my area directly downward and then veered oddly somewhat southbound on a dime, with absolutely no movement from the upward closed wings. The wings were like a bird but stayed locked upward still. It then did a 360 motion, turn, in full view with a second, while still moving back into the clouds, upward like a helicopter's movements, without hesitation and clearly like no craft this world has or any I know of, 3 to 4 miles from its previous location in seconds. This was spotted by 2 individuals who did not know each other. The other person saw it like me and slowed their driving from the hospital in awe but moved on. I told my wife, but I had no other witness before she came out of the hospital clinic area for allergies. It was awesome and yet fearful, as this didn't look friendly but more of a probing observation. My heart was beating so fast, my mouth went dry, and I couldn't talk.
Occurred the 5th of May 2009, 8:46 Location: Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape: rectangle. Duration: approximately 3 minutes. 2-dimensional, matte gray rectangle, slowly moving approximately 1,000 or 2,000 featuring off-ground. No lights. May 5, 2009. May 5, 2009, Indianapolis, Indiana, 8:46 a.m. 1. This not a hoax. 2. I have ingested no drugs or alcohol and am not deprived of sleep. 3. I am not crazy, or otherwise distressed. 4. I am not seeking attention or recognition of any kind. 5. I didn't even believe in UFOs or the people reporting them until today. 6. I have a college education and an IQ over 120. 7. I am in my 30s, have reasonably good eyesight, married with 2 children. 8. I am not selling drawings, info, interviews or otherwise attempting to profit from this report. This morning for approximately 3 minutes I observed a large matte gray rectangle or trapezoid that appeared to have only 2 dimensions. It was traveling very slowly, possibly floating, to the east at much less than 100 meters, ph, approximately 1,000 to 2,000 feet above the ground. It was not rotating and it had no visible lights. The object had no depth like piece of paper or a thin sheet of metal but was not shiny. Visually, it seemed to be only one side of a larger 3-dimensional object. I detected no noise or possible propulsion system. The object was definitely not being towed or otherwise supported from the ground. There was greater than 50 feet, wide and high, but was not over 300 feet, in any direction. I was able to positively conclude the following. 1. This was not a commercial or civilian aircraft. 2. This was not a balloon or zeppelin if a known kind. 3. This was not any military project that is public knowledge. 4. This was not a reflection or other natural phenomenon. 5. This was not a bird, kite, or hoax perpetrated by another individual. 6. It was created or manufactured by intelligent being using unknown technology. NUFORC note: we spoke via telephone with this individual, and we found him to be quite eloquent, sober-minded, and apparently sincere. We suspect that his is a very good witness.
Occurred the 8th of September 2009, 21:15 Location: Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape: unknown. Duration: 5 minutes. Characteristics: there were lights on the object. 2 white lights moving at same speed in same direction. Was taking dogs out for walk. Looked up and saw 2 white lights moving in exactly same flight pattern at exactly same speed. No strobes at all. No sound at all. They followed each other from west to east, and I and my husband watched them until they disappeared. NUFORC note: ISS and Space Shuttle information.